Hey guys, it is now 4:11 on Sunday. I believe it's the 14th day that I've been doing this. And I um I think I did end up falling asleep upstairs. I ended up listening to the first chapter of a book because it was like a free chapter audiobook. And it ended up being something really emotional, which I wasn't expecting, but it was good because it facilitated release of tears. And today is a good day. It doesn't feel like a good day as far as what I've been conditioned to think, but it is a good day because it wasn't that I was stuck in my room. Like, I don't know how to explain it except to say it was a productive day. And I know I moved a lot of energy today and still, took care of my daughter and, and all of that. And I'm actually getting more and more excited about my newest plan to, do the hard stop at 1, or at least go upstairs at 1. I really think it's going to help. It's just going to help me, I think. And even if it ends up not being the perfect decision, I'm proud of myself for continuing to try, continuing to pivot. Like, when I realize a certain thing just isn't working, at least I'm trying something new. And the facts are that after I guess you would call it rested, learning what that is, but for a bit, like, since then I did my push-ups and crunches, and I definitely felt, my body is struggling right now. And then actually my daughter and I, we just took out the trash, so I am continuing to move forward is my point, but I'm reminding myself today was a good thing. It wasn't just oh, I survived. It's hard to explain, but I'm just saying I tended to the wound a bit today, I guess I should say, or I don't know, but I respected myself, and I'm not feeling great by any means. I'm not. But I do feel like I'm on the right track still as far as carving out time and space, to the extent I can. And I feel like after I listened to that chapter, I almost turned it off because I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I thought, no, I think I need to do this. Then I listened to those 2 songs, and, I'm definitely grieving a lot. Like, grieving a lot. And that's actually really comforting in a weird way. It's like, no wonder, So I'm reminding myself I have 2 choices. I can either figure out a way that I can give myself space, or my body will just shut down and I will have to take it anyway. What do I decide? And I'm deciding to give myself, that lifeline basically every day. I mean, at least for a week. Like, I'm going to try it for a week. Okay. And I need to be very intentional and almost explicit about it for myself, because my pattern is perfectionism and go until I literally collapse, and how much can I possibly endure, and that's not respecting myself. It's really truly not. So ultimately I'm excited because I know logically that if I accomplish this every day for a week, I'm going to get more energy back because even if I'm not straight up like sleeping or even necessarily laying down, it's hard to explain. But anyway, my automatic pattern is to work, 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 like just keep working, like literally just keep going until I collapse. And then, well, too bad, still got to take care of her. So I got to, whatever. But the body will give out. It will give out. And I also remind myself, I would rather, because I get that FOMO, not really FOMO of like quote unquote cool stuff, but just like human connection. But here's the thing, I don't want to suffer through life anymore. So I would rather, if I know that I am just way too, like tired is such an understatement, but like about to collapse feeling, because I've had a chronic fatigue before, and it's like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. I need to tell myself it's not worth it. It's not worth it to further disrespect myself and further make my life harder on myself for the illusion of, well, but at least, I'm with people type of thing. I want to enjoy my life. And so that being said, it's a beautiful day, and part of me was like, but you know what? Like I said, I would rather truly build up my reserves, get my reserves back, and be able to enjoy life. And if it's kind of like, well, but you don't want to be stagnant, speaking to myself, it's like, oh, don't worry. Like, I've got my daughter. I'm not stagnant at all. Like, even if I wanted to be, I'm not. So I don't have to worry about that part. But, yeah. So hopefully this makes sense. But I definitely feel like ultimately, I always say ultimately, which I mean is like the end of the day, not immediately. But, I do know when I look back in retrospect kind of thing that it's a good thing I released tears today. It's a good thing that I laid down, today for at least a bit. And it's going to be a good thing this week. The worst that can happen with this schedule is that I, end up with too much energy or something. I don't even know, but I'm trying to tell myself you have plenty that you can do. So anyway, love you guys.